Hi everybody, this is Phil Stone. Let's talk about starting a blog and which format is best for you. Now first of all, I'm going to assume that when you're building a blog, you want this as part of a monetization system where you're going to try to drive money through the internet back to your wallet. So when you build a lead generation system or a sales funnel, what you're doing is you're driving prospects through a process. You want a bunch of people to look at what you put out there on the internet and put them through a bit of a filtering process, and you want to have quality leads come out the other end. Now the ideal place for them to come out is your blog, because that's where really they're going to find out who you are. All of your marketing efforts should lead to this one place: the people you meet on Facebook or MySpace, article marketing and the leads that you generate there, people you find on LinkedIn or maybe classmates.com, even people you meet on YouTube when you're out situational prospecting, out in the world talking to people, or when you send out tweets. Even if you have a lead capture page with a form where people register, what you eventually want to do is you want to send those people to your blog, because again, your blog is where they're going to find out who you are, and it becomes, as a result, your hub. The blog is the hub of your lead generation system. Your blog gives your visitors an opportunity to get to know you through the targeted content that you put up there that's aimed directly at your desired audience, your target audience. And you do this through the articles that you write, the pictures you put up, the audio you decide to include, and the videos that you post. All of these things, you're going to try to provide information and solutions that benefit your visitors, giving them things that help them, solve problems for them. And this is valuable content. That's what they mean when you hear the term valuable content. And all of this builds confidence and trust in you. It actually helps them establish a relationship with you even though they don't know you directly. Now blogs give you a huge advantage over just putting up a web page with targeted content on that page. See, when the search engines, and there are a ton of them, when they send out their spiders to comb the web so they can find a way to categorize all the content that they find, well, they recognize each post in your blog as standalone content. That means that each post that you have and the keywords in it can be ranked separately by the search engines, giving you far more visibility on the web. If you had 100 articles on a website, it would be one website and it would be looked at as one entity. If you have 100 articles on a blog site, it's looked at as if it were 100 different entities. That's what I mean by giving you far more visibility on the web. Now, with the blog being such a major part of your marketing plan, it's really important that you choose the best format, and there are bunches of them out there, and many of them are free. But I have to tell you, without question, right now, the undisputed leader in blog formats is WordPress. But it's not as simple as just putting up a WordPress blog site. And the reason is WordPress gives you two choices. The first choice is WordPress.com. That's where your blog is hosted by WordPress on their site. And then the second option is WordPress.org. Same basic systems, but in this circumstance, it's where you use the WordPress format on your own website. WordPress.com, the one that they host for you, well, the biggest benefits, easy, and it's free. But there's some negatives that come along with it as well. WordPress makes the rules so they can change them at any time. And that's something that I'm a little bit afraid about. I mean, for example, imagine logging into your blog and finding advertising placed there by WordPress. And then you realize that you can get rid of that advertising if you pay a fee. You can make sure it never shows up again. And who knows what other things might happen down the road. Because realistically, they're going to give you some space, and they have to pay for that space. And here's another thing that's an issue. You're only given so much free space. And that can limit what you can upload, especially if you want to put up video files. Video files take up a lot of space. And since video is really the evolution of blogs is going in that direction, you want to make sure you have space. Now, you can, right now, buy more space on the WordPress hosted blogs that you might put up, but all of a sudden it's not free anymore, is it? And there's another one. This one is important to me. You cannot install most plugins or custom themes. And these are tools that help with function and creating a unique appearance on your blog site. So not being able to do that is really kind of a loss. I mean, WordPress themes can change the look of your blog site tremendously, and there are thousands of them available. Most are free if you're hosting the site yourself. Just take a look at the difference in the appearance of these. And as I say, there are thousands. They can be targeted towards the audience that you have or towards your personality. Each one says a little something about the person that put it up, doesn't it? Well, that's one of the reasons why the theme part of things is important to me. And when it comes to explaining plugins, Lisa Sabin-Wilson said it best. She said, if you think of your blog as a vacuum cleaner, the plugins are the attachments. Now, the attachments don't function alone. When you add them to your vacuum cleaner, however, you add to the functionality of your vacuum, possibly even improving its performance. That's why plugins are important to me. So with WordPress.org, you have the ability to upload custom themes when you're hosting your own site. You can put up plugins, change them anytime you want, and this is important to me too. You can easily install registration forms tied to full autoresponder systems, and those forms can be put on your cover landing page or on each individual post you decide to put up. Tremendous flexibility, and there's a lot more to it than that. Now, the negatives, not so bad. I mean, you'll have to pay a service to host your blog site, and you anticipate somewhere around $7 a month. If you're doing this correctly and you're monetizing your site, $7 is not a big issue. And there's going to be a lot more to learn. I mean, there's no question about that. Now, you can hire someone to teach you, or you can hire someone to do the work for you, or any portion of it. But I can tell you this, if you like being in control, if you like to be the one who's driving the car, sitting in the driver's seat, and if you want your blog to do more than just give you some personal satisfaction and entertain some people, if you want to have some money fly out of this thing, the way to do it, maybe you want to recruit marketers for your network marketing business. Maybe you want to help yourself build a huge list, a massive email list for your affiliate marketing business. Well, if those are the kind of things you want to do, host your own WordPress blog. It's the best way to go, and you'll feel the power of it without question. Now, if you want to have more tips and tools, training for network and internet marketing, go to PowerLineTraining.com. That's where you'll find me, Phil Stone, and a bunch of other information that will help you out, and I hope this was one of them. Thanks a lot for looking. Thanks a lot for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.